Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Should probably get some cooking going.
All right.
Yeah. How's your food on your guide? Do you know?
Good. Everything's good.
Okay. What kind of
All right.
multi-purpose set? Yeah.
So I'm gonna open this bad boy up.
Uh,
There we
walk us
go.
walk us through.
Oh yeah. Okay. So currently, right now, we're gonna do a base location just for you guys. It's special. It's special.
Now, this works on everything. We're talking about vanilla DayZ 1.05, but this will pertain to future versions of DayZ, as they are going to be redoing how the base building's done. So it's good right now on console vanilla, PlayStation 4 and Xbox, and it's also good for PC. And future versions also. I think this will be a lot more strong, or it would be stronger where it's in the future once things get a little bit more solidified with base building. And
Oh
it
yeah.
is multi-role. This is for squads and for solos.
Yep. And this is just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a reference of where we're located. Is we're north here of Boar. So this is currently where me and Jade are. Okay. Little dot here. We got some other stuff going on, but there is base. Well, let's see. This would be your base if you want to solo or squat it, and you definitely got all of your necessities down here in Boar, if you could tell on the map. So you got a car spawn. You're actually located between a lot of potential crash spawns as well, and you got water, wildlife to hunt, to eat, and whatnot. So let me drop this off here real quick, and then we'll get into the base itself. Now, all right. So here we are north of Boar. We have this barn here. Now, uh, this is pretty prime location, if you ask me, only because of certain things going on in the area. Uh, Definitely on high ground. Awesome. You have the potential to put barricades in the roads to stop people to get to you and whatnot. And let's just face it, you put a gate in front of this door and behind it, you're gonna definitely create a stronghold. Now, I know that we've covered this on a stream before, but this is kind of unique because since then we've found some extra things out. You can fortify this location with walls and gates on each door, and obviously cover up your little peepholes here because you don't want people macking your
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
But
definitely an issue.
if you noticed up here, which not many people with a base building eye will notice, is there is an actual lip up here. If you follow my little crosshair, this is a lip that you can actually get on and snipe out of these little holes um, when people are trying to raid you. Uh, I really hope what you're doing is safe.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, you worry me.
Well, one of the ways you can get up there is with those wire mesh barriers, but you can also use a vehicle. Yeah,
Mhm.
this concerns me.
Yeah, this is a very concerning moment. So, but anyways, you have a lot of wildlife, like I said. South of this location, you're gonna have boar with all your necessities for being a new or experienced DayZ player. And then, right, you could start to basically create your own stronghold with your squad or by yourself. You could start putting up towers, walls around this. And as me and Jade always say, when you're building a base, look at him. When you're building a base, you always want to build from the inside out. So on the cheap side, throw some gates on the inside so nobody knows you're here. Park your vehicle, store your loot inside there, and then work your way out. Um, you do have a potential crash site that will spawn up to the north of this location and some south near Boar. Um, it's a very, 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 very provocative spot only because of there's not a lot of other buildings for other potential raiders or players to hide in. to get to you. So
Yeah, if they're showing their face to shoot you, or when they're shooting at you, you most likely.
yeah. And the good thing about this, not only can you get up on the beams on the inside, and if you construct it the right way with walls and stairs to get on the beams, you can also take the car, and me and Jade have tested this, and put it on the outside and climb on the roof and start to construct kind of like a little sniper outpost on top. So it's a pretty solid location. There's not many ways that people can raid you besides directly running at you, which we all love because that's free loot for us. They do
Yeah, it is.
the only potential problem. Am I bleeding? I am bleeding because probably my shoes are ruined. Yep.
Ah, yep. Good
Rip.
thing you caught it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I need shoes.
Yeah, I think we might have an extra pair. I'll go look.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move.
Yeah, yeah. Just stay there for a second. So, hopefully this builds off what you're saying. I'll pull a car out and then we'll jump on the rooftop like you're saying.
Heck
But
yeah.
one of the main reasons why this is good now and in the future because DayZ 105 now on vanilla, like rating a base is fairly easy to do, and they are going to rework it. Hopefully in one of the future patches. I mean, wouldn't that be sick if it was 106? We don't know if it's going to be, but right now mostly bases are going to be used for outposts, for you to stage your looting and then go out and then bury it. It's always a good strategy to have a spot, an outpost that you loot to, and then you'll go out and then stash it into the woods somewhere or just somewhere away from the base. Now, when bases become more fortified in future versions, this spot just becomes even better. So it's good now, but definitely don't store your good loot on your characters. That's always a really good rule to follow. Mule it on extra characters, especially if you're playing on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, because you can create extra players for free if you own the game and you have your online service. Um, so it's basically family plans.
Oh yeah.
But this is good because we're around a lot of stuff. If you look at the map and kind of scroll back a bit. By the way, this location's Bor, B-O-R. If you use something like I survive and you type in B-O-R, you'll be able to find it. But let me just show you reference to the shoreline. Shoreline is where everybody's going to spawn. So this is your point of reference. You have Cherno. There's BOR, but let's kind of zoom in a little bit. Bor is good because you can, like Razor was saying, you can look around and see anybody coming, but you're also close to Pavlo military base,
Oh
military loot.
yeah.
Just north of there, you're close to Zelen, which also has crazy military loot. And as Razor was also telling us that there's crash sites around here. Now that doesn't mean you'll always get one there, but there's potential for one to spawn. So great spots, keeps you out of the way of the spawn point area of new users or new users, but new respawning. What is it? Players? Jeez, how
Yeah.
I had a stroke. Jeez, yeah. It keeps you out of the way, and it's off. It's off the main pathway, so the chances of people just running into you here is a lot less than what it would typically be, like close to Cherno, like our standard location, orange base, and everything else. So
Oh yeah. And
makes it good.
the good thing is too is like this is kind of like a good base to have, and in between you can kind of create like a little shack, you know, and basically go to the shack and then go to the military base, and then kind of have like a tandem between each like location, you know. That way you can store the loot in the woods somewhere, and then if you need to, you know, get an ult or something, put them by where your loot is in the woods, and if somebody's raiding you, just be like, hey, what's going on? You know, like that would be sick, sick.
Check this out. Can you jump up from here?
I think so, yeah. So yeah, like Jade
Yeah.
was doing before. Yeah, let me get up
You don't
here.
have any stamina. You can always take off your backpack. Oh yeah, that
Boom.
looks so.
I'm a
Yeah, look at me.
professional DayZ player here.
Yeah,
But
look back at me. That's the screenshot.
oh yeah. So yeah, like I was saying before, here's the beams. This is what we have. You can literally be up here when people are raiding you, look down and just pop them with a shotgun and they're done. You know what I mean? And you know, if I wonder, now let's just
Try it.
check this out.
Oh, can you crawl around? What? What?
Ah,
Uh,
bruh.
but it's got these little windows to look out from. It's so good in here.
Yeah.
You can start off small, like Razor was saying. Like if you've got minimal things to use,
Yep.
then you can do it on the interior. Actually, it's better to do it on the interior because nobody knows you're
And,
there.
and let's talk tactics for a minute, okay? So basically, when people are coming into this base, right, you're most likely out here alone with your squad. They're gonna be taking this road here with cars. What I would advise you to do, man, get a generator, get some lights, put them out here. If they come at night, you can blind them, and then you can put lights around your whole base to kind of, you know what I mean? Stop them from seeing exactly where you're at, where you're firing from. Kind of gives them a little bit of a obstacle to get through. Now you can on these roads down here set up barricades, like I was saying in the beginning. Uh, every so many feet. That way you can stop them from getting up here. Now if they off-road it, yeah, that's cool, but they got to deal with all of this rigorous terrain right here. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna drive that car up here, and we all know DayZ cars are great to drive. And when you go
True.
off-road, they're gonna either tip the car or have a problem even getting something up this hill here, unless they're using the actual road. But let's see.
Here, let's show the other way we can get up on the top.
Yeah, let's show them. Yeah, what we were talking about earlier. So, like I said before, this is north of Bor, B-O-R. I showed you in the beginning of the map, so you can kind of see exactly where it's at, the resources that are below it. And now we're going to get into the real juicy part where you're going to create this sniper outpost on top to look down on anybody.
And be advised, when you do this, it's gonna silhouette, and people will basically you're advertising that you've got a base here, so
Mm-hmm.
you have to plan accordingly. Hopefully, you're fortified and you back up stuff. Let me try it here. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to run you over by accident.
No, you're
We
fine.
might have to back it up a little bit.
No, you're fine.
Oh, maybe not. Oh my goodness, that's so gross.
Yeah. So here's what I was talking about. High ground is the best ground, right, guys? So
I'm bad.
here we go. We got the road coming up, and nothing but open fields. I mean, they can hide. People can hide behind trees that are raiding you, but get a couple grenades. It'll, kind of wash them out, and then they'll be running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. And this is what you have with this base location north of Bor. You're gonna have the city of Bor south of you, and then nothing north besides a potential crash site spawn. So
I
you're
can't make it up.
you're looking at a real good location from up here. Now you can obviously see the radio tower and maybe some sniper positions these guys might take up, and you're gonna have to look out for ghillie people. If they were smart and they really wanted to hit you, they would hook around and maybe hit these trees and come down the tree line there. But let's face it, you got the advantage when it comes to people raiding you in this location. Now, don't get it mistaken. Nobody's unraidable in this game, and we all know that. But this is basically what you get with this base location. And food, apparently.
Yeah, apparently wildlife. I
Yeah.
just pluck. Oh, he's down.
Yep. Got anything else to add on?
Yeah, other than, because I know a lot of people are like, well, base is right now in 105. It's not like a traditional base because you use it for staging, so you can use it for an outpost right now. And again, like I said earlier, I think it's just going to be that much more fortified and just popular once the base building actually becomes more. Basically, there's more durability on the walls. Like it's going to take more to knock it down.
Oh yeah,
So you
for
can use
sure.
it as an outpost now for sure.
And
And it's
like I
close to a
said,
lot of the good loot that you want.
yep. And make sure you guys double gate it. That's important. Double gate it. What you do with this location after you watch the video is up to you. Let your imagination run with it. But this, in general, you could just slap up some cheap walls between the doors, or gates rather, and then you have like a little outpost so you can start going over to the military base and gather stuff. So do it. It's good.
Do it. Outpost solo squad for vanilla PC, Xbox, and PlayStation for DayZ 105 and future versions. Yeah.
All right. All right. You want to get going? And also, we I don't know. This base location, you could probably store, I don't know, 2 or 3 cars inside here if you park them right. So you can use this barn for pretty much anything. But as always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys drop those subs, follows, and likes. And make sure you go head over to Jade Monkey and BioLaser in the description below.